It's Terry Battisti with the Bass Fishing Archives, and we're here with Dave Lefebre, FLW tour angler, and he's got a great story about the first tournament experience that he had that really affected his choice of career. So, Dave, it's, you know.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Absolutely.
How do you know it's a great story when I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about?
I have a feeling. I just have a feeling.
I was waiting to see what he was going to ask me. I don't even know. But I wanted to get something that popped right into my head when you asked me, and I don't know if it goes into to actually making it. This might not be the memory that got me real excited about tournament fishing, but it's a valuable lesson to maybe some of your viewers. Back when I just got started, I'd say probably 2 or 3 years fishing in a club, and I started to get into some of the bigger buddy tournaments. Those were the big money tournaments, where you paid $100 entry fees.
Right.
And I fished with a couple friends of mine. I fished with 2 different friends, the first 2, and I found out real quick that when there's money, bigger money on the line, your buddies might not be quite your buddies after, they don't fish with you. They go to your spots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I fished with one guy the first tournament, fished with another guy the second, and the guy that I fished the first tournament with was fishing all the stuff that we wanted to fish, so my mind started working. I'm like, oh, okay, I see how this is going to work. So I had, before I got married, my wife now, Ann, we were dating at the time, and I asked her if she would fish the third tournament with me. Mm-hmm. And, up until then, she was kind of like one of the girls that just sits on the back deck and just reads and sunbathes while you're fishing.
Right.
But I said, no, Ann, you're going to have to fish in this one, I'll get you rigged up with a spinning rod and, a little tiny worm, and we'll see what happens, So we enter this tournament, and I'm watching the weather, and I'm kind of being a little bit dishonest with her, saying it's gonna be okay, But the forecast was for sleet, freezing rain, 40-mile-an-hour wind, and we were making a big for our local tournaments. It was a big run. I was fishing out of a troller boat, which some of you guys will know about. It's a 14-foot boat with a little modified 9.9 on there. And we're making a 12-mile boat ride in a 9.9. So from one end of the lake to the other. And it's known for, for getting pretty rough. We had 2.5 3-footers that day. So anyway, she agreed to do it. And we make the big long run, and we pull in back in this little protected area. And it's we had won the tournament the couple weeks beforehand in the exact same spot. We go in there, and my second or third cast of the morning, I hooked this giant one. I mean, it was for that lake. It was a guaranteed big bass of the tournament, guaranteed, 6-pounder. And I'm fighting it. I was actually showing her how to use the spinning rod at the time, like light line and a little worm and how to work it. And I threw it out maybe 2 times, got that bite, and I set the hook on it, and I fought it all this time. And I'm like, Ian, you gotta net it. And we hadn't got to that part, I'm just get the net. Try to just do whatever you got to do. Just get it in there. And I'm fighting it. It's down under the boat, pulling and stuff. But long story short, because the rest of it's better, the rest of the story, she gets it in the net, and we land it. So now we've got big bass of the tournament. We got a guaranteed. That's a lot of money back then. It was $750 for big fish. So we put that fish in the live well, and now she had to fish all day. It was no bailing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it started sleeting, and she was shivering, dying cold. I mean, terrible. We spent the rest of the day. We did fill out a limit between pit stops, but it was from one spot to the pavilion, to the state park, to the bathroom, so she could get warmed up a little bit, come back in the boat, go back, fish a little bit more, take her back and forth all day, and she survived it. And we won the tournament, got big bass. Probably still find that on the internet, and I got the pictures even of her, sitting there, because I made her come in the picture with me, holding the trophies.
That's awesome.
And so that's one of the memories. But it's scary looking back at that, because you don't want to risk a relationship like I have with my wife right now. And looking back, that was one of those deals where she could have hightailed it. And a lot of the guys know that I can't do what I'm doing without my wife. Mm-hmm. She's way. She's responsible for where I'm at, and a lot of things I couldn't do without her, and that's a scary deal that had to go down like that. But I'm glad she stuck with me.
That's awesome. Great story, right? Thank you much, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We'll talk to you soon.
Like I said, love the website. So
Thank you
check
very
it out.
much.
Yeah.
Cool.